welcome to another video. Today, you guys, we're back in my sketchbook. As you can see, I haven't really done my sketchbook spread for the day. So today we're just going to fill up a sketchbook spread real quick. Probably won't take too long. And today I'm going to be using some new markers that I got. I know I said I was not buying anything in the new year, and I have not bought anything in the new year, you guys. I'm staying strong. Technically, it's only 5 days into the new year, but that's still good for me. You know what I mean? So 5 days into the year, I haven't bought anything. This is actually a purchase I did last year because I was like, I'm not buying anything in the new year, so if there's anything you want, buy it now. So I decided I was going to buy these Ohuhu Pupe. I don't know if it's Pupe or Pupae. I don't know how to say it, but it's their new water-based markers that are supposed to be like paper friendly. And so I bought those because I needed some more water-based pens. I was doing a lot of alcohol marker work in my sketchbook, and it has, as you guys know, alcohol markers have a lot of bleed. This is some bleed right here. And so I've been using like the full spread of my sketchbooks now. And so I'm like, I need something that's not going to bleed onto the other side of the paper. And I don't really have that many water-based pens. I mean, I have my sort of kind of Ecoline brush pens, but I don't have them in a very wide range of colors. I have them in about like 10 colors, which is a lot, but these Ohuhu ones come with 60. And so I was like, that's a little bit more of a variation for me. And I've been having a lot of fun just doing those kind of. So we're just going to go ahead and start drawing with them. Today I'm using pastel blue. I have not used this one yet. I mean, I swatched all of them, but I haven't used it for like any sketchbook work really. So we're just going to use this one. I don't know what I'm going to draw, if I'm being honest. I think I'm going to draw trash, dirt, and scum. I've been doodling them a little bit, so I might be doodling them a little bit more just for funsies. So this is not really a review of the markers, simply because I wouldn't know what to say in a review. I can tell you guys that the caps don't post, which means that they don't like it on the back. So there's that, which is not the best, but a lot of markers are like that. If you're used to like Copics, then you're used to markers that don't post. The other thing that I would say is that they really ghost on the paper. I don't know if you guys, those eyes are really gross. I don't know if you guys know what ghosting is. It's sort of kind of similar to bleed, but it's not exactly the same. So this is marker bleed. Like the alcohol marker has bled through the back of the paper, and you can like see it pretty clearly and stuff, right? I don't know if you guys can see it on camera, but on here you can sort of kind of see the drawing I did on this front page, especially like right here. Like this part right here, I used a lot of the marker, and it didn't tear up the paper at all, which is what they're advertising, right? And I went over it a couple times, that it's like not going to tear up the paper. I think I've used my eagle lines on here, and they did tear up the paper a little bit, if I'm remembering correctly, but I'm not sure. I guess I could do a test for you guys real quick, but like I said, this is not a review, so I don't think I'm gonna do that. But this is not supposed to like tear up the paper, but I don't know what it is with the formula of the markers, but they do ghost pretty badly, which kind of defeats the purpose of why I bought them, because I kind of wanted them to have a marker that wouldn't like show up on the back side of the paper, and this does. That's kind of shot there, but I still like them a lot just because there's like a lot of variety of colors, and they have two sides. They have a brush side and they have this regular bullet tip side. Or I guess just regular marker side, I guess you could call it. But I like it because they match. I used to have markers similar to these a while ago. I got rid of them because at the time I wasn't really doing stuff with water-based pens, and I didn't really have a use for them. And then, you know, you guys, as soon as you get rid of something, that's when you change something and you realize that you actually need it. So yeah, I basically just bought these to replace them, and I like them because you guys know I like to sort of kind of color coordinate the way I do sketchbook stuff. And so I like to like color in blue with like draw with a blue marker or like a blue pen, and then color in with like my blue eagle line. And with this, I just do it all in one go. And it matches a little bit better. It does layer a little bit, so that way you can still kind of sort of see the lines underneath, but not too much. So I like that aspect of it. Would I recommend buying them? I don't know, you guys. I don't like to recommend anything, really, truly. As far as like water-based pen goes, they're pretty good, I guess. I don't really know much about water-based pens. Do I think they're like comparable to like alcohol markers? No. But I think these are actually advertised to be more for journaling, and I don't journal, so I couldn't tell you if they work well for journaling or not. They also said they're like really good for layering. Again, not really something I do. I tried, you guys. I'll show you one that I did when I first got these. I think I just don't know how to use them. When I first got them, I drew these like little drawings of Kira as a demon, don't worry about it. And I tried to color it in, And this is what it looks like when I was like trying to like do a little bit of layering and stuff. I don't think the layering looks bad. I just don't think I picked the right colors. So I don't really like this look. You guys know I much prefer like this sort of thing when I'm using water-based markers. And then I feel like the only other thing I don't really like is since the colors are so saturated, I can't really do like my normal blushies like I usually do. I'm not going to do it now because well, this one's light enough so it would probably work. Yeah, this is not so bad, but for the other ones, like this, like super bright red one, that shit would not work. They would look like clowns. Maybe for like the lighter ones, it would work pretty okay. But this isn't a review. I know it's kind of sounding like a review because I'm not really interested in being like a type of person who reviews things. Because when you review things, I feel like people like really give your opinion a lot of weight. And sometimes they end up taking your word as gospel, and then if they don't have like a good experience with something, then it kind of like, if you feel like you're maybe responsible for that, and I don't ever want to feel responsible for someone having a bad experience with a product, especially if it was like something I said that I liked. So I'm not like, I don't want to do a review of these. They're okay. I like using them. I don't know if that means they're good for everyone, and I would never try to imply that they were. I just don't feel like that's my sort of vibe. I'm trying to figure out a way to do her mouth while having that cat shape. I think I might have to give up that cat shape right now. Try to draw her angry. I don't think I've ever given Scum any other expression other than like excited or happy. I guess I did maybe one time draw her angry because her roommates were calling her Scum, and she actually is not a fan of that nickname because she is a cute girly girl, and Scum doesn't really fit that aesthetic, which is on purpose on my part. The other good thing about these markers is the color variety. You guys know I love to color coordinate my characters. And so with 60 colors, it's going to be really easy to pick a specific color for all of my OCs to have. And I've been writing them down in my sketchbook when I use them because I'm definitely going to forget what color I used, especially since there's like 60 to choose from. That way I can go back and reference it whenever I want to be like, this is going to be my character color. I have some character colors picked out for Trash, Dirt, and Scum already. Although they don't really have very good oranges in this set. Dirt's color is orange, and so I was like looking for an orange, and I was like, well, these oranges are kind of shitty. They're not very orange. They're very like yellow, and some of them are a little bit more like on the browner side, so not my favorite. No like really true orange. Like this is the orange I ended up picking. This is a pretty good orange. It's French Vermilion though, which is technically yellow, but I don't. Now that I look at it now under the light, it's not that bad, but when I look at it under the normal light of my room, it doesn't look good. That's probably because this light that I use to draw with is blue and not yellow like my normal lights are. I kind of want to draw her being scary. I haven't really drawn any of them really being scary. I guess you could kind of say on this previous page, Trash looks a little scary, but let's be honest, not really. Maybe I just feel that way because I drew the guy. None of my OCs, I think, are really scary. They're not really designed to be. I mean, I guess these guys are scary because they're serial killers, and I wouldn't want to meet them in a dark alley, any of the three. But I don't think I have the ability to draw characters where they're looking super scary. I don't know if my style really allows for that. I feel like my style can be pretty cutesy, and it probably is very cutesy, which I don't mind. I actually developed it that way. I like things that look cute. My bread and butter for a long time was just cute girls, so making my style more cute focused made sense. And I don't dislike it either, just so you guys know. I like that my style is more cutesy. It's a fun sort of dichotomy there. When your style is cutesy and your characters are like kind of cutesy, and then like the content is like not quite as cutesy. Like for Scum here, she's very cute, but she's a serial killer just like the other two. Okay, I'm not liking the way this one is layering. I feel like when I was using the other ones, they layered a little bit better. But it might be because this one is a pastel. Or maybe I'm just using it like a jackass, I don't know. Yeah, this crying face is a little too silly. I wanted it to be a bit more of a serious crying face, but it doesn't look very serious. I think I'm going to switch the pen out though because It's too light. I mean, it's not bad. It's a good color, but I want to switch it up a little bit. I'm going to finish this page in blue, though, because I don't really like mixing different colors on the same page. I did that on the previous page, and I'm still trying not to let that bother me. But to be honest, it is sort of kind of bother me even when I can't look at it. Just knowing that it's there bothers me a little bit. That one looks a little scary. I just gotta remember to put her sort of kind of cat motif in there. She's got like diamond-shaped pupils in each of these now, but it doesn't really feel super cat-like. I don't really use animal motifs usually when I design characters, but for these serial killer OCs, I just feel like they all had one that fit and made sense. Dirt was already sort of kind of a raccoon. When I was designing Scum, I was like, well, if Dirt's gonna be a raccoon, I guess I could make her a cat. And I just had to think about what I wanted Trash to be after that. Although, if I'm being honest, I kind of want to switch Trash and Dirt's names because I feel like Trash makes more sense for a raccoon-based person. Well, it's too late. I've already gotten attached to their names that way. But in my brain, when I'm thinking about them, I sometimes refer to them with the wrong names. That's that page. Sure, I put the color at the top. I was thinking about doing yellow on this side because yellow is the opposite of blue. But I don't want to do yellow. I want to do pink. So we're doing pink. And I kind of want to draw the boys. So I'm going to draw them on the same page. I think it's funny if Scum gets a page to herself and Trash and Dirt have to share. And it also makes sense for their roommate arrangement too. Because technically, Trash and Dirt reside on one half of the apartment and Scum is on the other half. I'm trying to think of maybe what the layout was when they all met and like who I think was living in the apartment first and had to sublet it. I'm pretty sure if you were a serial killer, you wouldn't invite anybody to live in your apartment unless you were like super poor, which I'm assuming they are, or else they wouldn't be in this situation. Well, I guess if you're a serial killer, like for a living, you probably don't have a lot of money because where would the money come from in that situation? It's been a while since I've drawn these guys. I didn't really have any ideas for them for the longest. But I'm feeling a little bit better about them now. What the hell is that? Okay. Head looks weird, but that's fine, I guess. You know why his head looks weird? Because this table, I'm looking at this from a flat angle and you guys are looking at it from above. When I go back and edit this footage, I'm gonna be like, why does his head look so fucking strange? I just know it. I can tell it's so lopsided just by the angle it is at, but that's fine. I did an outfit swap on the other page, so I guess we'll do an outfit swap on this page with the other outfits because before it was Trash was in Scum's outfit, and then Scum was in Dirt's outfit, and Dirt was in Trash's outfit. And now we'll switch it the second time technically. I would feel like Trash would not like Scum's outfit. Her outfit's actually not very revealing. It's just like a tank top and jeans, but for a guy who like wears a hoodie and like sweatpants all the time, it would not be an outfit that he would like. don't know why I keep doing that double line shit. I actually try not to, but I think it's like unconscious. Yeah, where is his leg? I got lost in my lines. I feel like Trash looks a bit more like himself. The last few ones I was like, I don't think that looks like him. I feel like whenever I do Scum, I always mess her up. Maybe because she's got like a round face. I'm not the best at those. Gave them kind of the same pose. Whoops. That was not on purpose. Fucked that up. Whoops. That one. Well, as I fixed it. There we go. That was a little too intense, that finger. I'm trying to remember what color I did their outfits in the last one. And since these are the same color, it sort of kind of covers up the construction lines I do like under the clothes. It doesn't cover them completely, but it does a good enough job that it like is passable. And you guys, these outfits are subject to change. Because sometimes the more I draw a character, the more I'm like, okay, well, I think that this outfit would actually suit them a little bit better. So these are just preliminary outfits. Ones that I think at the current juncture that I think would fit their personalities. But it's subject to change, like I said. Trash wears all black, except for his undershirt. But that's a tank top. Not like Scum's tank top exactly, but a tank top nonetheless. Alrighty, guys, that's the sketchbook spread for today. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I don't really have too much to say about it. Like I said, I was trying out those Ohuhu markers, but I've been using them for the last couple days. I enjoy them. I don't know if I would recommend buying them, but I guess if you needed like 60 water-based markers for any sort of reason, I guess they're good. But like I said, I don't really want to advertise for anybody. They worked well for my needs, and if you think they work well for yours, go for it, I guess. If you don't, then I wouldn't buy them. They were like $30 or something, like $35, almost $40, I think, if I'm remembering correctly. So if you don't have $40 to spend, don't worry about it. I'm pretty sure you can find cheaper ones of water-based markers around, like, online. I don't know how true the claim that they don't eat through the paper is. I actually don't know. I guess we could test it real quick before we go. Here is my Ecoline brush pen. This is not entirely fair because the Ecoline brush pen is watercolor and not like a water-based brush pen technically. But let's just see. Yeah, it eats through the paper. That was like, what, back and forth, like 3 times? And that one, no paper bits. Alright, so I guess you can say that that is a success. Yeah, there you go, you guys. Anyway, guys, that is the end of the video. Thank you so much for spending this time with me. I will go ahead and see you in the next one. Bye!